셋, 별.
You know, I used to live with my grandparents and my mother under the same roof, so I have various chances to interact with my grandparents. That's why I can consume a wealth of hands-on experience from my grandmother, and there's one skill that I would like to describe about. So, you know, honestly, I have a really close-knit connection with my grandmother since she's kind-hearted and supportive. So whenever I feel I encounter some problems or obstacles in my life, she is the person that I frequently turn to for advice in order to tackle my problems, and she also conveys a lot of beneficial skills in order to enhance my capabilities and help me to become a better version of myself. And you know, according to my recollection, there is one particular skill that stands out above the rest, that is cooking. And you know, in the past, I used to taste a lot of mouth-watering and scrumptious dishes prepared by my grandmother, so I was infatuated with cooking. You know, I asked her about this skill, and she usually distributed her time budget to instruct me on how to use appropriate attitudes as well as seasoned ingredients in the most precise and suitable way. And to be honest, initially I was like a fish out of water because I didn't know how to cook professionally. Not to mention that I had to encounter a lot of issues such as cutting my hand or getting burnt out. Finally, I could improve my cooking skills significantly. I really appreciate my grandmother's support and teachings, so in the future I will find one way or another to invigorate my skills and upgrade my living standards. Last question. What can children learn from their parents or grandparents? Well, I suppose that older individuals are the beneficial sources of information that kids can learn from. The first skill is saving money. You know, I believe that parents and grandparents are proficient in manipulating their expenditure, and they know the importance of money, so they tend to save it for some rainy days. And they can teach young children about how to use their money in the most appropriate way, so they won't spend their big bucks on purchasing things that are not necessary to their lives. In addition, I believe that managing time can also be a very constructive skill, since children are not truly aware of using their time for beneficial activities, so parents and grandparents can nurture them to arrange their schedules and optimize their time to enhance their capabilities. Second question, from whom can children learn from, parents or grandparents? Well, I believe this question is quite tricky, since it depends on the living conditions of each child. However, from my perspective, the majority of kids can consume beneficial information from their parents more than from their grandparents. You know, the reason why I say that is because in today's world, extended families are gradually changing to nuclear families, which means that kids have more chances to interact with their parents, and they can accumulate hands-on experiences as well as knowledge from their parents. Moreover, due to the development of technology, parents can learn more information on the internet to educate their kids, while grandparents are not good at using technology, so they don't regularly upgrade their knowledge, and it is tricky for them to regularly teach their children about new things. Third question, what kind of help do you think older people need? Well, I suppose that there are a variety of things that the aged tend to turn to younger generations in order to tackle their problems. You know, the first thing is that the elderly need help with some physically demanding tasks because, you know, they have to suffer from various diseases when they get older, and their physical health is becoming frail, so they have to lean towards the younger people to help them in some household chores or doing something challenging. In addition, the older people don't have the faintest idea of using cutting-edge technology or modern machines, so they have to ask young people to instruct them on how to use those kinds of equipment, and they can finish their task as well as upgrade their life quality.
Ok, chúng ta cùng nhau học từ mới nha. Đầu tiên chúng ta sẽ có một động từ đó là instruct, có nghĩa là hướng dẫn, chỉ bảo, tương tự với teach hoặc là show me to do something, có nghĩa là hướng dẫn tôi, dạy tôi làm cái gì đó. Một idiom tiếp theo là be like a fish out of water, có nghĩa là bối rối, giống như kiểu không biết làm cái gì thì mình có thể nói là be like a fish out of water. Một động từ tiếp theo là manipulate, có nghĩa là kiểm soát hoặc là thao túng một ai đó. Vậy thì khi mình sử dụng từ này mình có thể thay thế cho một số động từ khác như là operate, work, control hoặc là regulate, đều có nghĩa là kiểm soát hoặc là thao túng một ai đó. Tiếp theo chúng ta sẽ có một động từ đó là optimize, có nghĩa là tối ưu hóa một cái gì đó. Ví dụ mình nói là tối ưu hóa thời gian, optimize my time. Và ở đây mình có thể thay thế bằng một số cụm khác như là take full advantage of something hoặc là make the most use of something, cũng có nghĩa là sử dụng tối đa một cái gì đó. Khi mà chúng ta nói về một gia đình đa thế hệ, mình có thể nói là extended family, có nghĩa là những gia đình đa thế hệ. Còn những gia đình mà hạt nhân, có nghĩa là 2 thế hệ thôi, ba mẹ và con cái, thì mình có thể nói là nuclear families. Một tính từ tiếp theo là frail, có nghĩa là yếu, và nó tương tự với một số tính từ khác như là weak hoặc là feeble. Và cuối cùng chúng ta có thể nói là the elderly don't have the faintest idea of, có nghĩa là không biết một tí gì về cái gì đó. Don't have the faintest idea of, có nghĩa là không biết một chút gì về cái gì đó.